Hello YouTubers, Big Dog here, Miranda 2. Welcome to another edition of Big Dog Movie Reviews. Today's a special review day because it's the first review that's not a brand spanking new movie. This one's about a year old. It came highly recommended from a couple friends. The movie is Mandy, starring Nick Cage, came out 2018. Let's get into it. Normal format. Likes, dislikes. What do you think, Miranda? She likes that idea. Likes, very over the top. It was just, I can appreciate how over the top it was. I mean, it literally can't be put into words how just over the top and wild this movie was. I literally have never seen another movie anywhere even remotely close to how this was. It was just so crazy. There's a very innovative use of lighting that I could appreciate. It was very different. They used lighting in a very unique way. It the lighting was almost its own character in a sense that I got the feeling. It signaled many things. It just kind of it helped distinguish characters because there's different lighting colors for different characters and different objects. So it was really kind of interesting to see lighting used in that way, and I can really appreciate that. Nick Cage, like I said, he was the star of the movie, and he was an absolute psychopath. I did read many reviews, though, how he was, a lot of people who saw this film thought he did a really good job, which I just don't see. He definitely didn't do a bad job, but it wasn't a standout performance by any means. He was just, oh my God, he was just so crazy. It was just such a crazy movie, and he was like a psychopath. And like I said, he didn't do a bad job. He did bad job per se, but definitely didn't do an amazing one. But he definitely made the movie. His movie would not be the same if Nick Cage's character was played by a different actor. There's the weirdness of the cult that was involved in the film. Cults are supposed to be weird, so I was really getting behind all their weird rituals, but it was just so bizarre. Oh my God, it was such a weird movie. I can't get over that. But it was so bizarre, and the cult was really just making it that much weirder, and it really worked well with the theme of the movie. There was one scene that really stuck out to me. It was the bathroom scene where Nick Cage is just in a bathroom slamming down some drink. But it really set the tone for the rest of the movie, because right when this was happening is when it really started to take off into the weirdness vibe, and it was he was just literally losing his shit, and it was kind of enjoyable to watch for about a solid 2 minutes of the movie. It was just him freaking out in the bathroom, and it was just it really set the tone for the rest of the movie, and it was just really a standout scene that I found enjoyable. Just showed how psycho Nick Cage was going to be for the rest of it, in my opinion, because he was kind of a mellow guy up until this point, and then he just lost all sanity. But that was it for the likes. Now for the dislikes. It started out really slow pace. It was pretty much just Nick Cage and his girlfriend canoodling for a solid, I want to say 45 minutes of the movie. And it was really boring, if you want me to be honest. I was really hoping it took off, which it did. But for the 45 minutes, I was really bored. The cult called for the help of some demon things to get the Nick Cage's girlfriend for their rituals. And the demon things were kind of in there throughout the rest of the movie as Nick Cage was killing them. But I felt that was really unnecessary, and that they never even really fully explained why the demons are there helping the cult. I thought it was kind of stupid, and it felt very unnecessary. I don't know why they couldn't have just had the cult do all the work for themselves. Why'd they have to enlist the help of these weird demon things? A dislike as well as a like was the lighting use. Like I said, I could appreciate how new and innovative it was, but it just didn't work. I appreciate the fact that they tried, but it just didn't work. It physically made it hard to watch, as there was many flashing lights for a long time. It was just, and it was just like colors all over the place. Like, it was just physically hard to watch with some of the lighting they were using. And I wish they explained the cult rituals a little more. Like, when they get Nick Cage's girl and they're doing the stuff to her, like, they give her, like, an eye drop and a big sting from a bug, and I think that was just to, like, hallucinate her or, like, make her loopy. But it wasn't entirely clear to me that was the case. So I wish they would have just gone a little more in depth with that. Why they burned her to the ground. I mean, it's like I said, it's just cult weirdness could probably be the explanation, but I still would like a little more of an explanation. Like, they just burned her pretty much at, like, Hangman's Noose lit her on fire, which was really bizarre to watch. It's just so weird. And again, the demon things, they never fully explained. They had like this like horn that they used to call the demons. They never really explained how they got that horn, why the demons respond to that. It was just really bizarre, and I'm like left with a lot of questions essentially, which is a big thing I don't like about movies. I like to walk out of a movie or finish watching it kind of knowing the whole story, and I feel with this I definitely didn't know the whole story at all. So that's all I got, and my friends did like this a lot more than I did, that's for sure. But in my book, Mandy gets a 4 out of 10. If I had to describe this movie in a very simple phrase, it would be a wild ride. I've never done drugs before, but I felt like I was on a 2-hour-long acid trip watching this movie. It was just the most bizarre thing I've ever watched, possibly. It wasn't a good movie. It was not, in my opinion. But, this is very wobbly, but I do recommend you watch it just for the sheer craziness of it. You'll never see another movie like this ever again, and if you do, please let me know, because I'll be so inclined to watch it just because of how crazy it is. And it was just the wildest movie I've ever seen. Not a good movie, but do watch if you get the chance. Just because the credits will roll and you'll sit there just thinking, what in the hell just happened? Because that's exactly how I felt. And it was just very bizarre. But 4 out of 10, that's a review. Putting it in the book. Comment what you thought of it. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. I did look up a lot of reviews and I seem to have an unpopular opinion, but I don't see how people thought it was that good, if you want me to be honest. Like I said, my friends liked it way more than I did. It was just as crazy as they made it sound, but definitely not as good. But, so yeah, comment what you thought of it. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're into movies. She is. She's here. She's been a guest the past few videos, right, Miranda? Yeah. But that wraps this video up. Mandy, 4 out of 10. First review that's not a brand new movie. I'll see you when the next video comes out. Until then, change the world.